The year was 1965. Nuku'alofa, the capital of the South Pacific Kingdom of Tonga, was alive with the salty breeze of the ocean. Just behind the palms along the coast stood an old boarding school, St. Andrew's Anglican School. Known across Tonga for its strict discipline, the school ran like clockwork. Morning bells, students in line, lights out at a fixed hour every night. Freedom was a concept almost unknown within its walls. Inside this school were 6 teenage boys: Sione, Kolo, Mano, Tavita, Luke, and Stephen. They were between 15 and 17 years old, inseparable, and known for their adventurous spirits. Whenever they gazed out the classroom windows, the vast blue ocean seemed to call to them. Beyond the shimmering coral reefs, the waves kissed the shore, and the wind carried a whisper of freedom, something school walls could never offer. Every evening, the boys would climb the back boundary wall and watch the ocean for hours. One day, Sione, with a half smile, said, "One day, we're leaving all this behind. Fiji, maybe even New Zealand." The others laughed, but in their hearts, a spark had ignited. Over the next few days, they whispered plans in secret. One night, they decided they would escape. They would sail to Fiji. That night, after lights out and the warden's rounds were over, the 6 friends crept through the shadows. They needed a boat. Nuku'alofa Harbor wasn't far. There, lined up like sleeping giants, sat fishing boats. Among them, they found a 24-foot wooden fishing boat, a small sail, a modest storage space. Silent, careful, they slipped aboard. The boat moved under the stars. The night was calm. They counted stars and dreamed of the future. The first morning brought gentle waves, the second, a stronger breeze. But on the third morning, the sky turned dark. Black clouds rolled in from the horizon. The wind howled, waves towered over the small boat, and fear gripped the boys. They had no compass, no radio, only each other. Hours turned into a nightmarish blur. The storm tossed them mercilessly, rain lashed their faces, and the waves threatened to swallow them whole. All through the night, they held each other's hands, a lifeline against the raging ocean. When dawn finally came, the boat was a battered fragment. The sail was torn, ropes snapped, food had washed away. Only a few scraps of water and a rusty knife remained. 8 days they drifted at sea. Rain pelted them. The sun burned them. The ocean hurled them. No one knew if they would survive or be lost forever. On the 8th day, a faint voice broke the endless horizon. "Land, over there," Sione whispered. At first, it seemed a trick of the mind, but then the outline of an island emerged, Ata Island, abandoned since 1863. The boat crashed against rocks. They fell into the sea. Consciousness returned to them on the shore of a strange, hidden island. Towering cliffs, dense jungle, a profound silence. No humans, no sounds, but the waves and the wild scent of the forest. Beautiful, but terrifyingly isolated. The first 24 hours were filled with pain and exhaustion. Hunger and thirst made survival urgent. They decided they would not die here. They would live. Rainwater collected on a cliff. Bamboo became primitive pipes. Jungle fruits and bird nests became their food. Rusty knife, bamboo, rocks. Their tools were simple but enough. Days turned into weeks. They transformed the island. Shelters became huts. Then strong tree houses. They built a permanent fire, a beacon of hope through endless nights. Their days followed a rhythm: morning labor, afternoon rest, evening fireside stories. Then disaster struck. Mano fell from a cliff, breaking his leg. Pain echoed across the island, but they did not abandon him. Bamboo splints, leaf bandages, and relentless care kept him alive. Friendship became their medicine. A year passed. Storms, hunger, cold, and endless tests challenged them, yet they never let go of one another. Then, one morning, a distant boat appeared. Eyes filled with tears, voices choked with hope. The captain, Peter Warner, assumed they were illegal fishermen. But when he reached the shore, he found 6 boys, thin, weathered, exhausted, yet alive. He took them back to Tonga. Families, teachers, the entire nation had mourned them, only to see them return. A miracle of endurance, courage, and friendship. A year lost to the ocean, a lifetime gained in survival. But the true miracle? Ata Island didn't save them. They saved each other.